good morning and welcome to Crypto Analysis in the Morning. My name is Malachi Kelly, professional trader for over 10 years now, head of marketing and operations at Crypto Go and personal development coach focusing on increasing my clients' wealth. First of all, I'd like to start the video, like I start every other video, with my disclaimer that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. These are just the thoughts in my head and how I feel the market is going. Now I've got that out of the way, let's get started. So as we can see, I hope you didn't get teased into the market earlier this week and the later part of the weekend. I let everybody know on Friday that we needed to break a significant level on Bitcoin of 770 before ever thinking about going long. Let me just bring up the Bitcoin chart so we can see what happened with price over the last couple of days. So here we go. Let's go to the daily chart so make these candlesticks a bit bigger. You can see the price action a bit better. Okay. So there we go. So here was our level of resistance at 770 around here. Price did not make the new high that we were hoping for and subsequently reversed and broke through the levels of support, and we've now come down to our previous support levels from back in middle of April. But why has Bitcoin crashed? So Bitcoin has fell more than 10% on the 11th to its lowest price in 2 months after a relatively small crypto exchange in South Korea reported a hack. The crash widens Bitcoin's year-to-date losses to as much as 50%, wiping out 120 billion off its market value this year. Now, it was weird to say, but this is really good news, because this reinforces a system that's been in place for many years, and the market moves in this cycle with every instrument that has ever gone on Wall Street, and they've documented it. So let's have a look at that chart and see how similar it is to the Bitcoin chart that we're looking at now and where we are in the timeline. So at the beginning we have disbelief, and then we see price starting to rise and rise and rise, and then people start to get hopeful that actually cryptocurrency is going to make them a huge amount of money, and then price continues to rise, and then we get to the optimism stage, and then we get to the belief stage, and then we start getting really excited and the thrill kicks in, and then we get to the euphoria stage where it's at $20,000 per Bitcoin, and everybody's going, oh my god, I'm going to make so much money from Bitcoin, thinking about buying their Lambos, and then all of a sudden we start getting complacent. Now let's just quickly jump over to the Bitcoin chart and see how that's similar. Do you see how this chart is similar? Now, this chart was created a long time ago, so for them to predict how the market is going to react today is amazing. Now, this is taken over hundreds of thousands of different companies going onto the stock market and how their price action moved. And as you can see, it's no different to the Bitcoin chart we're looking at today. Look. And then we get into the complacency stage. And then price drops off. Anxiety, denial, panic, anger. And I'm sure some of you out there are really angry now with cryptocurrency because you were sold a dream to be your own bank, to make money, to be financially free. And all that's happened since you've bought your cryptocurrency, potentially, if it was any time around January onwards, you're losing money. And then you start feeling depressed. And then after depression is disbelief. Back to the beginning. Now, if you've ever looked into Elliot wave theory, you'd understand that the stock market pattern moves in waves. And this would be one complete wave. Then the second wave is always bigger than the first wave, but it moves in exactly the same way. We'll go through the same scenario again of hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria. But this time, there'll be a hell of a lot more market participants, which will mean that the new high will be higher than the previous high. And that's why I'm getting super excited, because we're now in depression. And after depression, we start to move up. Are you starting to get excited? If you're starting to get excited, hit the bell. Subscribe to my channel now, and so you never miss out on crypto insights ever again, and you're always up to date. Now, come on, let's move on. So, now we understand that we're now in this potentially depression stage where we've seen this major dip, and then now we're going to start seeing the rise. As I spoke about before, Goldman Sachs is coming into the market. They've said Bitcoin is not a scam. Now, these investment banks are like sheep, and they all want to make money. That's what they're there for. They're there to make money from their existing money. And if Goldman Sachs puts a huge amount of investment into Bitcoin, then JP Morgan is also going to put a huge amount of investment into Bitcoin. What do you think that's going to do to the price? Price is going to skyrocket. So over the next couple of months, we should see a huge price increase in Bitcoin and all altcoins. It's just a matter of when. So let's jump into the charts. I know it's a little bit depressing. I'm depressed too. You've seen my balance. It's dropped down to minus 800 now. But I'm not scared, because if you look at this Bitcoin chart, as I said before, we're simply moving in a range. And then we're going to move into the disbelief stage, where price makes that new high. We still need to break 7,770 for disbelief to begin, and we're now currently trading around 6,574. So what I do see here is that, we've just come back down to previous support. And what we want to see here is that this support level hold up. Now, we did get a slight hold up here around the support level previously set of this high candlestick here. But if we go back further in time, we'll see that that support line is held up here as well. So it's quite a major level of support that it's gone through, but then has not been able to get through the next new high, which is around about here. So this level between here and here is our level of support. So what we want to see over the next couple of days is that our support level holds up and the trend starts to reverse. We really do need to see a bullish trend breaking through our 10-day, 50-day and 100-day moving average lines and make a new high past 9,740. That's what we need price to really do. We need to see an epic move, and that would mean that a huge amount of investment has gone into cryptocurrency from the investment banks such as JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, and we are now seeing a reversal in the trend. The retail market, the retail investors can't change the trend of the market. They just don't have enough money to change the trend. Now we do have some dodgy Bitcoin accounts whereby they were set up a very long time ago, and they're all anonymous, and they can potentially control the market. One of those whales did exactly that on the back of the hacking news, put a whole heap of his Bitcoins on the exchange, but then didn't do anything with it. I don't really believe that was the catalyst. It was more the hack itself. And if you think about it, if a exchange got hacked and you believe that the price is going to drop, you might want to sell your coins. You might have that inkling. I'm sure that you've felt that way. You've seen the price dropping and saying, "Oh my God, I'm seeing my investment drop down and down and down. I want to get out of crypto and just take my losses and forget about it." That is the worst thing you can do at this point in time. If you've got any more disposable income, I would suggest that you buy more today. Now, buy now. There's a link below this video to open your account at eToro. The minimum deposit is $200 or £150, and you can get started today. The support levels are really, really good. It's a really good time to buy at this point in time, and the downside is minimal. Now, I'm saying this as a buy to hold strategy. We're talking about 2, 3, 4, even 5 years for you to see a really good return on your investment today. This is not for day trading, which I normally talk about on my daily analysis. Now, if you're going to buy today, it really is a buy and hold strategy, because you may see price go down even further, but that just makes the value proposition even better for the investment banks to get in. So the further price drops, the more attractive it becomes for investors. But I believe that the market is going to turn at this point, as it has before. Previous performance is not indicative of future performance, but it does give you a really good indication. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I've given you some insights in how the market is performing. If you want to get access to all of my past trainings and some of my private trainings, then you can click on the link below this video to the Hidden Wealth Blueprint, and I'll see you on the next video. Have an awesome day and happy trading.